Full transparency here, I used to shoot all my YouTube videos in log, and I finally realized I was wasting so much time trying to grade something that I could have just lit properly, shot in a regular color profile. Once I switched, my footage was ready to go faster, I had way more time to focus on my script, and most importantly, I wasn't relying on log to save my image. So no, log isn't bad, but using it without a plan, that's where you go wrong. Okay, so we've established what log is and when you shouldn't use it, but when should you use log and how? If you're going to shoot something in log, make sure you understand what it's doing for the project you're working on. Use it to match multiple cameras, or if you're shooting in a location where you don't have as much control lighting wise. I shoot all my documentaries in log or raw, which we should talk about that later in a future video, but let's just think about log right now. I shoot in log because I plan to recover a little bit more in the highlights or the shadows in post-production for a very specific look. I know that I just don't have control over the sky, so I'll do my absolute best to get an exposure that captures what I need to be able to create that look later in post. Here's a couple basic tips for when you start using log. Know your base ISO and where your shadows and highlights need to sit to correctly capture them for color later. Use zebras or false color, and don't eyeball it. Log is amazing when used on purpose, but when you're just getting started, there's no shame in sticking to the baked-in Rec 709 profile. In fact, you'll probably get better results. First, learn how to light well, expose correctly, and shoot with intention. So